Good evening. I am Triaz Bender reporting for the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Health officials are advising residents to take urgent precautions as dengue fever cases continue to rise across the Bahamas. We have visited several communities to learn more about this disease and what we all can do to stop the bite. Dengue fever is a mosquito-borne viral disease that poses a serious and growing threat to the public health here in the Bahamas. People across the island should care about this disease because it affects not only personal health but also tourism, productivity, and the well-being of our communities. With climate change increasing, mosquito populations and human movement facilitating virus spread, awareness and prevention are more important than ever. A student from the University of the Bahamas has researched this disease extensively, and today I will share what we have learned about the dengue spread, its symptoms, and how we can protect ourselves and our communities. Dengue fever is caused by the dengue virus, which belongs to the flavivirus family. There are 4 types of the virus: dengue virus 1, 2, 3, and 4. A person can become infected with any of these types through the bite of an infected Aedes aegypti mosquito. Most people recover within a week or 2, but in some cases, they can become severe, leading to the dengue hemorrhagic fever or dengue shock syndrome, which can be fatal if left untreated. Transmission occurs when a mosquito bites a person carrying the virus, becomes infected, and later transmit the virus to a healthy person. It is important to note that dengue is not spread directly from person to person. Symptoms appear usually 4 to 10 days after the mosquito bite. Symptoms may include sudden high fever up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, joint and muscle pain often called breakbone fever, nausea and vomiting, fatigue, and a rash appearing a few days after the fever's onset. Severe cases may involve bleeding of gums or nose, abdominal pain, vomiting blood, or breathing difficulties, all of which require immediate medical attention. The main vector of the dengue fever in the Bahamas is the Aedes aegypti mosquito. This species is small, dark, and easily recognized by the white markings on its leg and a lyre-shaped pattern on its thorax. Aedes aegypti mosquitoes are found through the Bahamas, especially in populated areas such as Nassau, Freeport, and Abaco. They thrive in the urban and semi-urban areas where stagnant water provides breeding sites. For example, flower pots, discarded tires, uncovered water containers. Unlike many other mosquito species, Aedes aegypti bites during the day, making prevention particularly important during early mornings and late afternoon hours. Dengue fever is not new to the Bahamas. The country has experienced periodic outbreaks, especially after heavy rainfall or during hurricane recovery periods when water tends to accumulate. Children and elderly persons with weaker immune systems, outdoor workers like gardeners and vendors, and residents in low-lying or flood-prone areas are most at risk. The risk of dengue increases during the rainy seasons from May to October, coinciding with the hurricane season, which can further increase mosquito populations. Dengue outbreak strains healthcare facilities, disrupt daily life, and impact tourism, one of the main pillars of our economy. Protecting public health from dengue safeguards both lives and livelihoods. Preventing dengue fever begins with avoiding mosquito bites and eliminating breeding sites. Here's how. Wear long sleeves and pants, especially during early mornings and late afternoons. Use mosquito repellents containing DEET or picodarn. Sleep under mosquito nests, particularly for infants and the elderly. Install screens on windows and doors. Remove standing waters from containers, gutters, and plant sources. Cover water storage tanks and barrels tightly. Dispose of old tires, bottles, and cans. Work with neighbors to clean up community areas regularly. If you feel sick, seek medical attention immediately. Do not take aspirin or ibuprofen, as these can worsen bleeding risks. Rest. Stay hydrated and follow up with your healthcare provider's instructions. By taking these steps, Bahamians can significantly reduce mosquito population and lower the risk of dengue transmission. The Ministry of Health and Wellness and the Department of Environmental Health Sciences have been actively combating mosquito-borne diseases through surveillance and public education. One key initiative is Fighting the Bite campaign, which promotes weekly cleanups, home inspections, and public service announcement, encouraging residents to destroy mosquito breeding grounds. Vector control programs also include fogging operations to kill adult mosquitoes and larvicide treatments in standing water. Researchers from the University of the Bahamas studied how climate patterns and urbanization affects mosquito behavior, helping the government plan effective interventions and allocate resources for the most affected areas. One Bahamian resident of the Pinewood community shared,
"When I had dengue fever, I was so sick, my head was hurting, I couldn't move for days. Now I make sure no water collects around my neighborhood, and I remind my neighbors to do the same."
Stories like this remind us that prevention begins in our own backyards. Every person has a role to play in stopping the spread of dengue fever. Dengue fever is preventable, and every Bahamian can help stop its spread. Protect yourself and your family fighting the bite, and know the signs so that you can act quickly. Remember, protect yourself and your family, fight the bite, and know the signs. Working together, all Bahamians can reduce the burden of dengue fever and ensure a healthier, safer environment for all and for the future generations. Find yourself in a dengue fever crisis? Contact the Ministry of Health hotline at 502-4700. I repeat, 502-4700.